morning, students. In this video lecture, we are going to derive the formulas for projectile motion for, you can say, angular projectile. And for angular projectile, let's say this is the ground, and an object is projected. An object is projected at an angle theta from the horizontal. This is horizontal. This is horizontal. So an object is projected from the horizontal at a point, let's say from A, and with initial velocity u. It is projected with initial velocity u. So it goes like this. So we are going to find, and this object is projected with initial velocity u at an angle theta. So we are going to find the time of flight, which we have discussed in the previous video lecture. Maximum height achieved by the projectile, by the object, and what is the range means we have to find the distance AB. This is the range AB which we want to find the formula and the equation of this particular trajectory. So for solving the problem of this particular case, we would first resolve this initial velocity into its component, and we know that for finding the component, we would draw the perpendicular from the head. So this is the perpendicular for the x-axis. So this component from here to here, this vector will be u cos theta, and in vertical direction, this component, if this is theta, the angle this one is 90 minus theta, and this component will be u cos 90 minus theta, which is u sin theta, which is u sin theta. So now we can say that the horizontal velocity, horizontal component of initial velocity is u cos theta, and the initial velocity vertical component is u sin theta. And we know that object goes at a maximum height. Let's say this is capital H, and we know that object, we have seen in the previous video lectures that for solving the problem in two-dimensional motion, just like the projectile, we would solve the problem in each dimension, x and vertical axis, independently, and we know that in x-axis, in horizontal axis, we can say the velocity remains same if we neglect the air resistance. So the object moves with the uniform velocity in the horizontal axis, and if we talk about vertical axis, there would be effect of gravity. So there would be acceleration due to gravity, small g, and we would use the equations of uniformly accelerated motions for this particular case. So let's start to solve. From here, for this particular vertical case, the initial velocity of the object when it was thrown from the point A, when it was projected from the point A, with initial velocity u at an angle theta, and at this point, the vertical component of the velocity is u sin theta. It means initial velocity from there at this point is u sin theta, and as the object goes vertically upward, we know that the velocity of the object reduces, and finally a particular place in a vertical axis, the velocity becomes 0. So, object in this case, which I draw the figure, and you are seeing here, it attained the maximum height, which is h. It means this is also h, and at this point, the velocity of the object, the vertical component of the velocity will become 0. And after attaining the height h, it starts coming down. That's why you are seeing the projectile is like this, and also it is moving in the x-axis, so it is not directly coming down. It's in vertical direction. It is going like this way. So we would solve this one. So for vertical upward motion, for vertical upward motion, vertical upward motion, because the velocity is decreasing, now we would use v equal to u minus gt. V equal to u minus gt. Here v is final velocity, which is 0 at this point, is 0, and the initial velocity with which the object is going in upward direction is u sin theta. In place of u, it is u sin theta minus g, and this is time which the object would take for achieving this place, achieving this height, attaining, you can say, reaching at this place. This is the time t, and from here we will find time t equal to u sin theta upon g. This is the time for the upward motion object, the time taken by the object to cover the distance h in vertical height in one sided. So this is the time t, and after attaining the height h, it starts coming down again, and it starts coming down again because you are seeing that finally it is at this point. So it starts coming down again, and the time taken for the object to come down and reaching at the same point is same. So for downward vertical motion, for downward vertical motion, we know that formula is v equal to u plus g. This is t dash, let's say. So v equal to final velocity at this point, and u we know that is 0. Initially u is 0, so it is u plus g t dash. This is v final velocity. So from at this point, the time t dash, the velocity v equal to final velocity v equal to g t dash. This is the vertical component of the velocity, final velocity. But we need time t dash, so we would apply the second equation. So the second equation, we know that h, here the distance, this is you are seeing here, for the downward case this is h, displacement is h, ut plus half gt dash square, this is t dash square. Now initial velocity at this place for downward motion, initial velocity is 0, and it is when it comes down, velocity increases. So this is h, and the initial velocity u is 0 here, so this term will be vanished, and finally we get 1 by 2 g t dash square, and from here this is 2h by g equal to t dash square. Now from here, for the vertical upward, we have find the time is u sin theta by g, and the distance covered, which is h, so we can say h equal to v square equal to u square minus 2g h. For the vertical upward motion, v square equal to u square minus 2g h, v equal to 0. U is u sin theta, this is u sine theta, this is u sine theta square minus 2gh minus 2gh, and from here we can find the h. H is u square sine square theta upon 2g. So this is the maximum height. This is the maximum height attained by the projectile for this particular case is given by h is equal to u square sine square theta upon 2g. Because we have given initial velocity and we have given the angle of projection, so we could find the maximum height attained by the object. Now I will here solving for the time which the object will take when it comes down again due to gravity after reaching at this place. The time which I denoted as t dash is same as t, so we have to put this h here, the value of h here. If we put the value of h here, finally we have u 2u square sine square theta upon 2g, and there is also a g, so this is 2 to 2 cancel out, and it would be t dash square, and if we take square root, so you are seeing that this is u square sine square theta upon g square, so finally t dash will be equal to t dash is equal to u sine theta upon g. So you can see here that the time t which the object takes to achieve to reach at this position from the ground, from the horizontal, and this is the time t dash which the object is taking to come down again at the same place. Both are same, so we could say that the time of flight, we know that time of flight, it is the time up to which the object remains in here. If it is projected from here, it is the time it maintains the above the horizontal. You can see above the horizontal. So this is the time of flight it takes. So this is t, capital T, which is t plus t dash, and you can see t plus t dash both are same. So time of flight is equal to 2u sine theta upon g. 2u sine theta upon g. This is the time of flight for this particular case. Total time. This is the time up to which the projectile is in above the horizontal. This is the 2u sine theta upon g, and this is the maximum height achieved by the projectile h u square sine square theta upon 2u. Now we would find the formula for the range. Means horizontal distance. This horizontal distance AB. This is the range here. So range, which is AB. So we would find range. How we would find the range? We know that this is the horizontal distance, and if we want to find this particular distance, we could take which velocity? Horizontal velocity u cos theta, and we know that it is uniform motion. So from here to here, when object reaches from this point to this point horizontally, the time is equal to time of flight, because this is the time. At this time object is in this particular region achieve in horizontal. Object covers the time and reaches finally at B, so that for the range R, which is AB, equal to simple case, because we know that this is uniform velocity, and for uniform velocity we know that we use the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. So speed is equal to distance upon time, distance is speed to time. So this is the speed is u cos theta, and the time is time of flight. Time taken by the object to reach from this point to this point is same as time of flight, and this is u cos theta, and t is 2u sin theta upon g. This is r, and you can see here this is u into u square, and this is 2 sin theta cos theta upon g, and you know that this is the formula of sin 2 theta, 2 sin theta cos theta. So finally r equal to range r equal to u square sin 2 theta upon g. So this is the formula for range, u square sin 2 theta upon g. So we have found three things here: maximum height achieved by the projectile for this case, the range formula u square sin 2 theta upon g, and the time of flight 2u sin